So, hello. Um, this video is going to be interesting and honestly a little bit controversial, especially in the trading space and especially if you're a beginner as well. And all I ask is that you hear me out with an open mind. This is literally just my experience. Not everyone will go through this, but I want to open up a real discussion about the psychological patterns beginner traders develop based on the information we're fed when we first start versus what we've realized after years of actually trading. Okay, because there's a huge difference between what trading looks like when you're learning and what trading feels like when you're actually in the live market in real time. Okay, now now let me make something clear from the start. I love backtesting. Backtesting has helped me massively. It's helped me identify patterns, build data, and understand how certain models behave. But here's the truth that nobody tells you, right? Backtesting only helps you if you already know what exactly what you're looking for. Backtesting needs a purpose. It needs an objective. Just backtesting for the sake of it will not make you a profitable trader. And here's where the problem starts. So when you backtest, you can fly through months or even years of price action in a few hours. You can skip candles instantly. You can jump sessions. You can move to the next day with one click. You can fast forward through all of the boring parts and only stop when you see something interesting, right? But when you sit in front of your trading station and watch the markets live, everything feels painfully slow, yeah? And your brain is itching to fast forward the candles. But in real time, you can't do that. You have to wait for each candle to open and close. And if you're on the 30-minute time frame, that's a full 30 minutes per candle, right? You have to watch the candle's behavior, the structure, the reaction. You have to sit through the uncertainty. And that's the part nobody prepares you for. And by the way, I made this video exactly like this on purpose. The slow pace, the plain trading view chart in the background. Nothing flashy, and that's intentional. And if you find yourself getting bored, struggling to focus, or wanting to skip ahead, that is the whole point. This video is meant to show you how uncomfortable it feels when you can't fast forward the market. If you can't sit through this, imagine trying to sit through a real setup forming in real time. Yeah, do you understand? Now, here's an interesting fact. The human brain is wired to prefer speed over accuracy. It loves shortcuts. It loves patterns. It loves instant feedback. Backtesting gives you all of that. Live trading in real time gives you none of it. Well, backtesting conditions your brain to expect fast results. Live trading forces your brain to slow down. And that mismatch is where the impatience comes from. And when I first started, everyone told me to backtest, and I did. I got really good at it at one point, and I could run through entire months of ES and NQ in a single evening. I felt very productive, and I felt like I was learning. I felt like I was improving. But when it came to live trading in real time, I kept messing up my trades. Not because I didn't know my strategy. The strategy was on point. But it's just because I wasn't patient enough. Yeah. So my brain was conditioned to expect the same speed, the same flow, the same instant feedback I got from backtesting. And that's impossible in real time. Yeah. There's another interesting fact I found on X somewhere, but I'm not sure where it comes from. But, apparently studies show that when humans repeat a fast-paced task, the brain becomes addicted to the pace, even if the task itself isn't useful. And that's exactly what happens with backtesting. You become addicted to the speed of it. You start expecting the market to move at the same pace. You start expecting the setups to form quickly. Yeah, you start expecting confirmation to appear instantly. And when it doesn't, you get impatient. And when you get impatient, you take bad trades. Backtesting is great for learning a model, but it does nothing for building patience. And patience is the real skill in trading. Backtesting teaches you what the market did. Forward testing teaches you how the market behaves. Yeah, backtesting teaches you the pattern. Forward testing teaches you the timing. Backtesting teaches you the idea, and forward testing teaches you the execution. And the execution is where traders fail. And I used to fail at execution. Backtesting is perfect when you're, let's say, you're testing a new strategy or studying how model behaved historically. But the real test of whether your strategy works is forward testing. That's where your patience, discipline, and timing are built. That's where you learn to sit through the boring parts. Yeah, and that's really important. That's where you learn to wait for the candles to close. That's where you learn to trust your setup instead of forcing it. For me, the sweet spot was when I kind of focused on roughly, let's say, about 20% back testing and I think 80% forward testing. So the ratio kind of forced my brain to slow down. Yeah, it forced me to wait. It forced me to observe. It forced me to trade the market as it's actually moving, not as I wish it moved, right? And here's the crazy part. Once I shifted to forward testing, my patience actually improved naturally. I stopped rushing entries. I stopped forcing trades. I stopped expecting instant results, right? My brain finally adjusted to the real pace of the market. And here's another interesting fact. The average trader spends more time backtesting than actually trading and still wonder why they struggle with patience. It's because they're training the wrong skill. Backtesting builds knowledge. Forward testing builds discipline. Live trading in real time builds character. And you need all three. So if you're a beginner and you feel impatient, or you feel like you're always entering too early, or you feel like you're constantly forcing trades, it might not be your strategy. Your strategy is perfectly fine. It might not even be your psychology. Yeah? It might simply be the way you've trained your brain. So your strategy is fine, your psychology is fine. It's just the way you've trained your brain, yeah? Backtesting is a tool, but it's not the whole journey. And if you rely on it too much, it can quietly kill your patience without you even realizing it. And so here's my advice. Use backtesting to learn the model. Use forward testing to learn yourself. And use live trading in real time to bring the two together. Yeah, and that's how you build real patience. That's how you build real discipline. And that's how you become a profitable trader. I genuinely really hope you guys found that helpful and found value. So make sure to like this video to show support, and please subscribe. So if you guys want similar kind of content, if you want stories and kind of my journey and everything that I've done in the last 10 years in trading, and you want to learn, then just make sure to subscribe. And I'm happy to share value and happy to share my journey, and hopefully we all profit from the markets together. All right, thanks.